Endaro Mahanubhavulu, Arya Vaishya Ani Mutya. A revolution has begun. Keep watching.
Namaste, Jai Vasvi. Viewers, I welcome you all to yet another episode of Endaro Mahanubhavulu, Arya Vaishya Ani Mutya. As usual, we will be introducing a lot of achievers in our journey. So today we have got one special achiever among us. So she is very beautiful, dynamic, energetic, ever young lady. So who is she? Friends, I take privilege in introducing Miss Wanitha Ashok to this episode of Endaro. So friends, whoever meets Miss Wanitha Ashok, they've got one specific question to ask. Why W instead of B? I think it's better. She's the best person to answer this. So let us hear from her own voice. Madam, why it's W instead of B?
Usually I'm asked this question. Wanitha with a W. Why? Well, it is easy to identify by name. W is a visual effect. It has nothing to do with numerology. Nothing at all. And people will remember, and usually people are Wanitha with W, and also it makes an impact. And I also feel that name makes my entire name very special. That's one of the reasons that I have this W. Numerology has nothing to do with it. In fact, I'm not supposed to have W according to numerology. I'm supposed to have my name as Vanithaashaaaa, which I won't. So people remember as Wanitha Ashok, and it makes the name very interesting.
That's a very honest answer. I think she has put an end to all the speculations. Whatever it was there in her mind. There's nothing to do with numerology. It's kind of uniqueness which she has given to her name. Friends, any achievement is a result of strong willpower, sacrifice, determination, focus, concentration, and many such values. So, what was Miss Vanitha's life journey was all about? Does she had these qualities? And what are all her achievements? I think let us hear from her own voice. Madam, I request you to take us, all of viewers, through your life journey.
So, we'll start from 1967 because that was the year I was born. So I was born in Mysore, and my father is K. Gupta and my mother is Sharda Gupta. Both of them are undergrads. In fact, my mother, we call her double graduate in 8th standard because she never completed the 8th standard, and she was born in Kuppam. And my dad, of course, from Koringal, he moved to Mysore. And both of them, QC, and my mother is 8th standard, but they are great achievers, they are great models. And my dad would be Hitler. And today, at that time I didn't like him. I used to hate him. So my dad means he was not my favorite person. My mom was everything for me. My dad came party over, all of us get up, run to the room, things like that. But today, that same Hitler, I look up to him, and in every interview of mine, I acknowledge him, his upbringing. He was very, very encouraging. And he had more trust and faith in me than myself. He always knew I could do anything. He said, no, you can do it. Just because you're a girl, it's not that you cannot do it. So that is where I had my freedom. So from the time I was young, I always believed I could do it. I was always encouraged to try out things. So I have tried everything in my life. I used to be a tomcat, a street person. My street smartness comes from living on the streets. I used to play all the street games. I used to hide and watch the movies. I could go and watch the movie. We used to live next to a theatre called Sangam Theatre, and that was in 100th K myself. And we would have already watched that movie. But the thrill was, climbing the cover, jumping and, sneaking in, watching it. It was like adventurous. So, all of my childhood has been very, very adventurous. And my exposure to people, communities, religion, and, everything, like movies. We watched all sorts of movies in all languages. And that is where I have picked up my language skills. I can speak in Kannada, I can speak in Telugu, I can speak in Hindi, I can speak in English and Tamil, everything. I can understand any of these languages, and I know survive in Tamil also. If I go to Chennai, I will be able to make a conversation again. It's only because of my exposure, and that is where it was instilled in my mind, and reinforced the fact that exposure is very, very important for me. Along with that, encouragement is very, very important, and also the drive has to be within. The drive has to be from within. You want to do something. I never wanted to come and do it. Everybody comes, everybody goes. Nobody makes an impact. Nobody makes a change. Nobody remembers. Very few people are remembered. But I had already made up my mind when I was young. When I go back, people will remember. Whatever qualities I have, I'm going to share it with the world. I'm going to, build a socio-environmental, strong concrete wall. Even back then, I was inclined towards social work and environment. So, schooling was with amongst Muslims, Christians, so I would go to the church, and I had Tamilian friends, Marwari friends, Sindhi friends. It was vast exposure, from everybody. It was rich upbringing I had. So also, we were sent to all school trips, and we were encouraged to go and try on all games, sports. As was a small city, way back, limitations about the kind of things that would be available for sports and things like that. Again, when it comes to encouragement, my dad was very encouraging. I used to be a high jumper. I used to, was a state athlete also. I represented my school for state level sports. It was high jump and relay. Just because I was good at it, he just didn't leave it at that. We had an empty site next to our house. He got a pit done, got a pit done and filled it up with sand, and he got an aluminium high jump pole done, and he would allow me to practice there every day because we had faith in him. And encouragement is very important. So lots of people, either calculate, she's anyway a girl, I should be encouraged. After this, she just get married and it's a passing fancy. But I never did that. We had hopes. Unfortunately, I could not take it higher because I was sitting in Mysore. Well, people who are in Bangalore, they must make use of it, and the infrastructure that is available. All they need is the power within and the encouragement. That's about it. So anybody can achieve anything. So I used to be a good swimmer too. Swimming also I learned by myself, and this happened like this. We used to be in the CFTRI pool, and the master would always say, leg beatings, leg beatings, leg beatings. Forever we were doing leg beatings. 6 months and we had not taught us anything. I, my brother and sister, we decided, I think we can swim by ourselves, let's do the breath and sing. So we showed him freestyle. Sir, see, freestyle. I said, okay, go length. So swimming also I learned. So again, the passion was not cycling, TV and long drives, and exposure to plants, because my mother was a lady with green fingers. She used to be involved in gardening. She used to do creative gardening. She has written 2 books about gardening, and she has won loads and loads of awards because of the gardening, creative gardening. So we grew up on plants, animals, and Mysore was a calm, beautiful city, polluted, and I think whatever I am today is because of my dad's encouragement, my parents' upbringing, and their qualities that they have passed on to me. And he's been calling me Miss Wanitha. Miss Wanitha, but I am 1967 born, and so that makes me 46 years, married for 26 years now, and I have a son who is 25 and my daughter is 22. And it's a complete family. To date, I can sit back and think about my past and feel very nice. And my dad is not a Hitler anymore. For me, he was a hero, born hero.
Wow, viewers, did you hear? Actually, it was an inspiring, breathtaking, and very courageous journey which Miss Wanitha presented to all of us. And whenever she says she's 46 years old, she'll make our all jaws drop. One my question: is she really 46 years old? Yeah, we get all such doubts, but yes, she's 46 years old, looking very young, maybe 20 years younger than what she says. Friends, that was all about her journey from childhood. So we're all curious to know how was her education like all about.
Education, yeah, I'm very proud to tell. Like I already told you, my father is an undergrad, mother is an undergrad, so am I. I got married very early, at 20 I got married. So I was doing my second year degree when I got married. So I never got a company graduation. So that still makes me a little glad. But then, my parents, not being graduates, was one of the things that already had in my mind. I mean, you can still achieve without education. You can get degrees. Same thing happened to my children. Both of them are graduates, though not undergraduates. Both of them are graduates, but still achievements. So because it already had, they've seen their grandfather, grandmother, me as undergraduates being successful. They already had made up their mind. Education is not required to achieve or be successful in life. You just got to be street smart and you should have the passion of driving. So they never wanted to pursue higher studies. My daughter did a different kind of thing, that jewelry designing, and she just finished her course in Carlsbad in GIA as a jewelry designer in Kenya. Son just did his BBM, joined a family business. He said MBA is not required anymore. I would rather learn it in the hard way, in the real way, the way it is, what the books cannot teach. So because they already knew they can learn things in a different way also, all you need to try. So that was one thing. And after my marriage, I had a child also. And then also he's saying Miss Wanitha. So imagine about 2 years ago. 22, 23 years ago, I must have still looked like Miss now, baby Wanitha. Okay, I got to Ooty, and that guy didn't know I was married. He was the Shastra thing that happened. He said, "We're going to study." I was like, "Yeah, right. I finished my education. Everybody is married. I have a children. Where will I study?" I really didn't think what he was saying was true. Years later, I was done with my family work. The foundation years of my children, I was very much available for them. After that, I became an aerobic instructor. That was about 9.5 years ago. From then to now, I'm still studying. Even my children have stopped studying, but I'm studying. So that kind is true. So, academically, the conventional education is different, but my fitness education is another thing which we want from maybe a couple of decades.
Once again, it's very motivating to know that even though you're undergraduate, you have achieved a lot of things. One day, Swami Vivekananda had said, education is a manifestation of the perfection already in man. I think Miss Vanitha's life is a classic testimony of what Swami Vivekananda said at that day. Friends, in Indian tradition, as soon as a girl gets married, she will lose all her freedom and she has to be confined within the four walls. But Miss Vanitha's life is clearly opposite to what is being followed all these days. So let us understand from her as to how challenging it was to achieve in spite of getting married at very tender age. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, way back, we were not rebellious. So I'm talking about 26 years ago, where whatever your parents said, we did it. So as a girl, even I did it. I didn't want to hurt them. I was the first girl in the entire family. So I just went ahead and got married. But now things have changed. Girls do, come forward and say, no, I don't want to get married now. I want to study, achieve something, understand my life and all those things. But back then, I had no option but then to do that. And I got married. And, I had a baby immediately. So for a very long time, I didn't do anything. It was just, I was focusing on young and, foundation was very important for me. And it didn't permit me to do something. Even now, there are lots of people, there's nobody to take care of their baby. So for those people, I advise you just hang it there. Be there for the baby. That's the foundation year. The years. That's the time when the child is growing and completely dependent on you. That is when you can control the baby. Later on, once the baby grows up, there is no way you can control the baby. Nor does the baby have time for you. Baby is always a baby for the mother. But unfortunately, the kids grow up very fast these days. And Google hai na, they know everything. They won't even ask you a question after some time. They don't even ask you, they just go and Google for themselves and they'll come and tell you the question and the answer and they'll give you different versions also. So, before that can happen, spend that quality time with them. Enjoy their company and see everything, capture every moment and later on you can cherish. So, I didn't do anything, but then the social activist, the environment activist was always there with me. And I told myself before marriage, when I grow up, I will not be like a fat, shetty auntie. After my baby, I'm going to become thin. I will be thin. That was there in my mind. So once my duties were over, I did all that and I'm still doing it. Only because I wanted to do it. And it's from
So, ladies, Miss Vanitha has given you one classical advice. So, when your baby is crying, please do not Google to see what you should do with your baby. Instead, cultivate the habit of natural motherhood. Definitely, you can console your baby. You don't need a Google to console your baby. Saying that, I would like to take you to another segment of our interview. So now, let us understand from Wanitha Ashok how she was awarded Fitness Queen of Bangalore. Yes, madam.
The title Fitness Queen of Bangalore was given to me by DNA paper. So the journalist gave me the title. After that, it has been stuck there, Bangalore's Fitness Queen. And probably, I'm every journalist that I have interacted with. This is from 2005. I have been writing my fitness column and TV shows and radio shows and all these things. And everybody who's interacted with me, all the journalists from either of the media, have recognized my passion for this, fitness, and the promotion and my commitment. So that is why I think the title just came from them, Bangalore's Fitness Queen.
Well, madam, that was all about the title Fitness Queen. So, can you please elaborate about the fitness
Journey. It's been a long, memorable journey and to be continued. So, I was a student, so just like everybody used to do the class and work out and all this. Some small gym fight happened and I had to leave the gym. So I was so hooked to experiences like that. It was very, very contagious. And then I didn't know what to do. So I did my certification. This was in 2004. I got my certificate in 2005. I didn't even in my wildest dream think after doing my first certification, I will be doing million other things. It started with my writing a column for DNA. Sorry, at that time I wrote Tech and Herald. So I wrote for 1 year a fitness column. Okay, that was my first media job. Then at the same time, simultaneously, I started doing my Radio City. I used to do a show every Thursday between 11 and 2. It was a talk show with RJ. And then started my TV channels. And I've done everything on the channels, and radio stations, papers, and columns. So I think I'm the only one in the world who has a viewer, listener, reader at the same time. Because on everyday basis I have shows coming up on TV, everyday basis, radio basis, and my print articles. So I love to explore. I love to work. I like to bring in a change within myself. That is growth. I always look forward for growth. If there is no growth, then there is no point of existence at all about it. We can learn from everybody, anybody, any situation, anything, animal, plants, a leaf falling, everything can be an inspiration, motivation, learning, creativity. That's what I believe in. So that has been probably one of my growth factor because I've always thought out of the box and I've always brought in uniqueness. Not that I have tried to bring it, but that's the way I am. I always like to do things differently. Probably because I'm an aquarian and aquarians are futuristic. They look ahead of time. So that was one thing, and from there, like I told you, I have finished all publications like Bangalore Mirror, I have finished Bangalore Times, I have finished, and DNA I have written for, then Tech and Herald I have written for, a tabloid called City Buzz I have written for. Currently I'm writing for BTM also, and also for Uday I'm writing. And I'm also doing a show on Suvarna TV. So I specialized. This fitness journey, like I told you, it made me do many things. My dad was very, very disappointed. I must tell you at this education part of the time. My dad was very disappointed that I didn't turn out to be a doctor. I was not inclined to be a doctor. And when I was 24, we started constructing a house. For 2 years, the construction went on. The way I went zigzag, zoom, doing everything, my husband was very busy. So the total involvement was only me and me alone. And everybody thought I was an engineer. So without studying, I became an engineer. So when I became a fitness instructor, people address me as Dr. Wanitha Ashok. So my dad's wish is fulfilled now. Without studying, anything for medicine, I'm Dr. Wanitha Ashok. Lots of people even now address me as Wanitha Ashok, Dr. Wanitha Ashok. So like I said, it just started off with me doing an aerobic instructor course. I started off as an aerobic instructor, then I became a media presenter for, print and electronic, that is TV and radio. From there on, I became a motivational speaker. because people saw inspiration, they derived inspiration and motivation from me, and plus I was their role model. I was their walking, talking role model. I practiced what I preached, and so people readily were able to believe the fact that fitness is after all something, and also being a social activist. The studies, the certifications I did made me realize that exercise is not just about losing weight, which even I thought so at one point of time, but it is about health. When I learned that there, I realized being a social activist, I should put it across, to the world. And God has been very kind to me. He's going on creating opportunities for me to reach out to the world. He gives me a lot of opportunities on the different medias, and also people approach me to give them talks and workshops. So I do a lot of corporate training workshops. I give them motivational talks about why exercise. Everybody knows why exercise. They'll say two things: get fit, be strong, and maybe they'll say lose weight also. That's it. But when I give them a talk, I open the Pandora's box and tell them what exactly happens when you exercise. Why should you exercise? After that, they will find time to exercise. So that is one of my plus points, because I have the gift of gab, and I can convince people, and I myself am more. So my journey is very easy from there to inspire and motivate. And from there, after workshops and the talks and all that, it became online. Technology has changed now. So I do shows on Yahoo also, and I write for online topics like Times of India, Health Up, and these things. So I love this profession. It's getting me my workout, and I'm getting to get people to exercise and get them fit and healthy, and it gives me a lot of room to do social work. And what more do I want?
That's really amazing, madam. You're an author, you're an aerobic instructor, you're an engineer, you're a doctor, you're a social activist, you're a green activist, and whatnot. I'm getting tired. And whenever I'm saying your titles, it requires tremendous amount of energy to do all these things. It's not easy when you say all such things. What is your secret of energy, and what keeps you going for this?
I like this question. Well, often I'm asked by people, we get tired of listening what you do, but how do you manage to do everything? How do you remember? Do you have a secretary? You have an assistant? How do you manage everything? It's first of all, I am very, very time constructive. I only do what I want to do. I will not even do what I don't want to do. And plus, being organized is, the cue, the key factor in getting to do anything that you want. And of course, where there is a will, there is a way. If I literally want to answer that question, what is the secret of my energy? Boost is the secret of my energy. I'm not talking about the boost. The boost is from within, which I always talk about, which is equal to drive. So this is the secret of my energy. And a lot of people also think that I don't eat, and that is why I'm very thin. If I don't eat, I will not be able to do this much. Taking 3 aerobic classes, doing TV shows, inaugurating ceremonies, events and giving talks, conducting workshops, I will just not be able to do along with my housework if I don't eat. So the secret of my energy is nothing but the kind of food that I eat, which is very, very important. These are energy boosting food, and of course, when there is a will, there is a way, and you can do anything that you want to do, provided you want to do. So that itself energizes you. And energy is very, very contagious, just like enthusiasm.
So friends, there it was. It's not the boost what we drink which will enable us to do something. It's a boost from within which will enable us to achieve something in the life. Well, that was the secret of energy of Miss Wanitha. So friends, throughout our life there will be some touching moments which will enable us to achieve something. So what are those touching moments in Miss Wanitha's life? Let us hear from her.
Yes, so there are plenty. And mission accomplished. Mission on the go. Both I can say. Wanitha's mantra. Wanitha's 6. It's like, my mission is ongoing and mission possible. It gives me hopes. Because lots of times, people in their house where they want to, indulge in something very sinful or high in calories, they always have a conversation. Wanitha's mantra, let's not eat. She put it up on Facebook, this happens when you eat. Okay, we're not eating. And they write to me and tell me. That's what makes me very happy. It's like acknowledging my hard work towards promoting fitness and health. And also, there's another thing. There are lots of people I haven't even met. My post on Facebook has motivated them to, get into a gym or a workout, watch their diet, and they write to me. They're saying, "I've lost 2, 3 kgs. Thanks to you. It's because of you. And I'm going to put my before after pictures. And thanks so much for the selfless, hard work that you're putting day in and day out. And you're not even giving up. And that is something that I like. Lots of people write to me, and that is also very touching because it keeps me going. It's like shooting in the dark. Even if I aim, automatically 2 or 3 people, if I capture, it's more than enough. It is very difficult in today's lifestyle to bring a big change, but I'm trying, and I am successful, I must tell you, in a lot of ways, because there are a lot of people who have changed their lifestyle, thought twice about eating something wrong, and they have tried to squeeze in exercises, and that is very touching. Often my husband says, I would say, hats off to you for all the effort that you're taking to change the country. But then your efforts are paid off even if 2 people are wrong. Go ahead and do what he says. So that is very touching. And my punchlines that I use on television, that is like one household punchlines here become. Somebody came and told my husband, I believe, I had once said on television, one of my programs, chutney, adi culprit to gain weight. Okay, so every time they're eating chutney in their house, everybody uses that dialogue. Chutney, adi culprit to. So, it's like that. I have a lot of punchlines. So that is one of the touching moments in my life. So the other touching moment is lots of people have come and told me whenever they are feeling down, depressed, and they lack energy, they just come onto my wall, check my posts, and feel energized, charged up, spirits lifted, and they feel nice in themselves. And from then on, they can carry on with their life. 1 or 2 people have told me, I would have said, okay, just must have happened. But hundreds of people have told me, your post lifts my spirit. Your wall, visiting your wall lifts my spirit. That also is very, very touching. And the efforts that I'm taking to change my country is really, really paying off. And it's worth it, and that keeps me going even harder.
We would like to know who are your role models and who are the one who inspire you most.
So lots of people will say grandparents, hobbies, my parents, and the world in general. I take inspiration from everything. Plant, a growing plant is an inspiration. Painting is an inspiration. A standing rock is an inspiration. A tree, a massive tree is an inspiration. A falling leaf is an inspiration. A song can be an inspiration. Just about the entire world is my inspiration and motivation. And also, for my creativity also, I derive things from here. So the 3 things that is very important for me is inspiration, motivation, and creativity. These are the 3 things that make me. And the same thing I pass it on to people. I spread it.
Okay, that was all about your inspiration. Madam, I would like to ask you one important question. What is your message to youths, to the society, and to the world?
So, okay, Santosh, when it comes to the message, youth and women are my favorite subject in any motivational, inspirational talk or post of mine. These 2 are my targets because both of them are building structures of our society. Youth, they are the generation next. These days, youth unfortunately have become slaves of the gadget. They cannot operate. They don't even know what is life without a gadget. We came from the time when there was no Google. So we literally worked our brains to get answers. But youth are totally reliable, are reliant on information from technology. So, we have to work harder. All of us as individuals have work to do. And we, the people who stand to be, motivational speakers, have a lot more work to do to inspire these people to get out of the gadget knowledge and explore their own creativity, thinking power and all that. So as their generation next, technology is important, but at the same time, using your brains is very important. Your own brains, that is what is very important to use. So youth of today, you have to get fit. Fitness is everything. Fitness is equal to health. Health is equal to productivity. Productivity will reflect on our country. Ultimately, that is where we want to take our country to the next level. Put it on our India map, the world map, sorry, India on the world map. And, the world should know India as, wow, Indians. Just like they think about Japanese, that's how they should be. Women, they can make it happen. They need to change themselves. Once they get married, they think everything is over. Everything is over. That's it. Okay. Pendlaya kara, inking, mabiku, mamaku, all those things. You have to empower yourself. Learning does not stop with your school. Learning is a continuous process. You have to get net savvy. Women, especially women, you should know how to send text messages. You should know how to handle a computer. You should know how to send email. You should know how to handle a high-end phone. Why? Because your children are already there. The only way to communicate with them is you getting at their level. If you happen to say, I can't do this, it's not me, I'm not used to it, then they will not make a conversation with you. You'll be just left out. So it is better to join the gang, learn it. So not only that, you also have to get fit, learn about nutrition, self-grooming is very important. You have the right to look beautiful even when you're 60, 70. Why? It's all about a feel-good factor. You yourself will be more confident. The minute you're very confident, it will show. And you know what? It's going to reflect on your children. Whatever you are, a role model that you're going to be, your children will automatically mimic you. It's about eating right, your children also will eat right. It's about exercising, your children also will exercise. About grooming, speaking, learning new languages, talent, exploring, your creativity, talent, all those things. Automatically, you don't have to tell your child, do this. You do it, they will do it. So you're the foundation of a society, women and children. You're a generation next. The future of our country is going to be shouldered by you. So, and for a society, I want to get my society fit and strong. For the same reason, it's going to reflect on my health. Whenever we are healthy, we can do a lot more work, and that is what I say, productivity, which will reflect on the economy of our country. And not only that, you can do any amount of work. If you're fit and you're eating right, you will have finished your work and you can still have time to sit down and relax and enjoy. You don't even feel like you're exercising. That is what exercise does for you. Build your strength, confidence, change you, change your posture, self-image, and anything that you need, fitness gives you. So even if you fall ill when you go to the doctor is going to say one thing, please exercise. And also he'll say, start, watching your diet. It's very important. So you don't have to, wait to fall ill, go to the doctor and listen to that. You can, figure out from here, today onwards. You don't have to either live in the gym. You just have to do about 1 hour of exercise, and all the time, most of the time, watch what you do. That is all you require, to stay healthy. So you want motivation, inspiration, how to stick to it. Not many people will do it forever, okay? 1 day, 2 days, 1 week, max 1 month. After they will give up. Why will they give up? Because the motivation, inspiration is lost. Just make a hospital visit, on a weekly basis. You see the suffering. How did it happen? I'm sure you will, those doctors will be saying, kidney failure, liver failure, heart problem. Everything happened because of stress and unhealthy lifestyle and inactivity. So that will be enough for you to get back to the base. So it is very important to take care of yourself because there is only one place to live in. If your house is not nice, you will change. Locality not nice, change. If you don't like the city you live in, you'll change. But if you get the change, you'll have to deal with it. So instead of earning all the money, no time to exercise, right? Earning all the money and later on spending it on the medicines and the endless amount of hospital visits, I would rather say precaution is better than cure. So take care of your health. Eat right and exercise. That's a simple mantra for the youth, for the women, and for the society, and for my country.
Wow. I don't know, viewers, how many of you will get inspired by the message given by Ms. Wanitha Ashok, but I am truly inspired. It was really amazing, the kind of suggestions and message what she's given to youths, women, and to the society. So, viewers, that was all about energetic classes conducted by Wanitha. So every day she's training hundreds of people and motivating to be fit and energetic. So that was all about her fitness regime and fitness classes. Now, one more important question to Ms. Wanitha. You gave a message to the society, you gave a message to youth, you gave a message to women. Now, what is your message to our Aryavaish
community? It's a big topic which is very, very close to my heart. Well, lots of people, when they find out that I'm an Aryavaishya, the first thing that they say is, "Oh, you're Vaishya, how come you're so thin?" That's a repetition. And also immediately they'll say, "You make nice food, no? I remember your food." That's all we know about. Well, we have more than that I have shown it to them. And they also, say one more thing that I find it really very funny. And they say, "Wow, you do so much. They accept you in your society. You're very different from them. They accept you in the society." I said, "What is acceptance? This is so funny." Well, people have changed. Our community has changed, and I want them to go to the next level. It's like I already told you. We are known for eating. We live for eating, and we have to change. All of us are born foodies. I know we are very good cooks also. Okay, but then we have to curtail somewhere at the cost of our health. We can't go on eating. So we need to make a change, a lifestyle change. Let's lead a simple, healthy life. Let's go back to our roots when there was no refined food, there was no fast food, there was no junk food. There was, none of these, every day, I mean, every hour we eat, it's a festival for us. You want open food now, you'll get open food. But we should limit ourselves because our ancestors were also like that. So we'll go back to our roots, our traditional Arya Vaishya roots, and we'll learn a lot from them. We have a lot of senior citizens of our community who are still now helping their own choices, who walk, they do their own work, they're very, very important. In the end, the word is independent. As Arya Vaishyas, I just don't want you to be a foodie. I just don't want you to live to eat. Okay? Let's indulge occasionally and in moderation, but most of the time we will try to eat healthy and eat right. And of course, exercise plays a very, very important role. And we are known for our assets. We are known for our assets. We have two kinds of assets. One is on the body and one is in the treasure. So, the treasure one, let it grow, but not the body one. Okay? So we all have to take care of ourselves just for our health.
So friends, that was a message for our own community. As Wanitha said, she has done a lot of TV shows, she has written a lot of articles, but she didn't speak about this DVD which is right now in my hand. So let us hear from her. What is this all about? Please explain about this.
Thank you so much. This is the essential fat burning aerobic workout. Well, fitness for your mind and body. This is my DVD, and being there, done that. I forget most of the things that I have done. So he just found it, and this was recently released. I think it was about 4 months ago since it got released. And lots of my viewers in interior Karnataka, extreme Dakshina Karnataka, they all wanted some reference of mine to follow in the house, because in those places, they don't even get an opportunity to get out and exercise. If at all they walked, on the road in the shoes, people would laugh at them. So it was like that. They would write to me and say, "Please do something. We want to work out under your guidance. So do something." So that's why I released the DVD, and the sales are very good, and I'm very happy with the content because it's a 2.5 hours thing, and anybody can do this exercise in their house.
On behalf of Endaro Mahanubhavulu team, I'd like to thank you for your precious time and spending time with us, and you have a lot of insight into your life. You know, giving inspiration to many of our readers and viewers. So thanks once again for being part of this historic journey.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.